looks like we are live. We're back at it. We're officially back at it. I'm going to fire up this chat real quick. I feel like I should already have this ready, but I have no idea how to start this like before the actual stream. I also think it's really weird that I get emails that say like, hey, you're live on your channel. I'm like, well, I know this, clearly. Alright, hang tight a second. Go live. Fire up the old chat. Sign into chat. Yes, please. Thanks. Alright, we're at it. Yes, I got the new computer. Ah, dang. I've actually had it for a little while now. I had it actually last Monday, but I didn't have the correct input. I got a new Mac and needed to get the right input on this thing. But now we got the right input, so alright then. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. I think the camera looks pretty nice. I probably need to put this light a little, get all creepy whenever I get over here. Hands. Okay, cool. Just kind of figuring this out. Obviously, I didn't set this up until like 10 minutes ago. I was sitting here, I had to re-add like all of my cameras, all my microphone. Even had to add the dang Mac camera to Streamlabs. Figured that one would have just popped up, but it did not. So we're here though. What's up, Samurai Chris? How you doing? Bathroom urinal. That name always kills me. Oh my gosh. Whew. All right then. Golly, tired today. Gotta get it fired up by doing some repairs. I've actually been getting a little caught up. Yeah, finally. Although I received 2 jobs today, so I'm sticking under. What do we got right now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now I've got 9 jobs, I think. Oh no, wait, 10. Got 10 jobs, so yeah, we got 10 jobs in right now. That's actually where I want to stay at, so that's cool. What's up, Esteban? Thanks for showing up, just for a little bit at least. Appreciate it. Looks like this guy came from Canada. Got a little job here from Canada. Julian, you're never late if you just show up. Oh, weird. You ever get a job you don't remember taking on? What the world? Alright then. Let's see here. What do we got? Oh, it looks like this is got a custom job here. That has really been crammed into this bag. Jeez. This is all part of their plan. Like, I'm gonna try to get this out of the bag and like rip half of it and off. God dang. This is nuts. You really had to work at this thing. Golly. Alright. Cool. Now we got that figured out. Sheesh. Alright, let's move some things around here. This is an interesting one. Looks like this is probably going to be, I'm assuming, looks like some kind of Winter Soldier kind of figure. And it appears that this ball joint has snapped. Also appears that this fan needs to be turned on because it's hot in here. Kick it on. Alright, there we go. Alright, so we're gonna tackle this bad boy. Move my lamp over here a little bit. Shed some light on the situation. Oh, that's completely off. Alright, there we go. I've got a pretty good method for this. I think I ran out of these really awesome screws I had though, which sucks. Had some amazing long, really long screws, so I didn't have to go too far in. Let me see if I still got any over here. Oh, here we go. Yeah. Oh man, these are awesome. I don't know. They went with like some kind of something that I put together in the house that I didn't need the extra screws, so I always keep them, throw them in the box back here. And yeah, these things are awesome. Great length. And I can cut off anything I don't need. But I'm going to take a look here and see what we got going. I'm not sure what I'm doing. I guess I'm basically fixing a big old waist joint. And it looks like a custom job here. So yeah, what we'll be doing is reattaching this big old ball peg here to a, I guess back to the torso. So we're going to need a few drill bits. You always want to go smaller than your screw. We'll start with something like that. That'll work. It's looking pretty good. Let's fire it up. I should have some more tutorials coming at some point. I've just been honestly, I've been focusing on my house, getting stuff taken care of here, cleaning it up. I've just been kind of on a constant cleaning binge, really, man. And not just my room. Like, I kind of got some stuff organized in my room this weekend, but not before, like, just going through and grabbing a bunch of just a bunch of junk in the house, really, that we just didn't need anymore. Going through all like the cables and whatnot. I showed you guys a little bit of that on one of the mobile live streams I was doing. So that was pretty cool. It's just been nice to kind of get the house cleaned up. Alright. You guys don't care about that. Oh no, I dropped. Oh, that was funny. I found found a box full of figures that I guess I was going to sell and I didn't sell. And look at this old blast from the past here. Let me show them here. The old Destroyer variant from the olden days. It's still a pretty cool figure, but gosh, I hate the God, those old ball joints are just so terrible. So terrible. They were great for the time though. But we've moved on to something better now. Julian, nobody's mad at Brian. What's up, T-Dog? I'm glad you're here, man. T-Dog, we're going to be hitting up that Empire Toys. And then we're going to grab some pizza. And then we're going to hit up Duncanville Toy Store, which is pretty far out there. So if you can't meet us at one of those places, we'll you and I will figure something out. Let's go ahead. Oh, let me back up the dang camera here so you guys can actually see what I'm doing. So the next thing I need to get is a decent tripod. Come on. There we go. That's pretty good. That's pretty centered. Let's go ahead and drill in here. drill all the way through. This is pretty hard plastic. I always like to turn this guy around and go back through the way I came out. Alright. I wish I had a thinner screw. Gosh, this is really, this is in here pretty well. I'll just keep it in here for a minute. This is always the issue you're going to run into here, is that even though you've drilled all the way through, this screw is going to be way too big, honestly. I feel like I could get... Yeah, I'm going to have to use one of these. Like I said, man, I gotta go buy some more of these. This length is crazy awesome. This is great. Oh, cool, man. Right on. Yeah, I'll let you know, dude. I remember you had your kid had some soccer practice or whatnot, so I think we're actually starting a little earlier, but we might be at Empire by like 11 in the morning, so we'll have to see. Julian, hey Bill, do you have any advice on my teachers telling me to be quiet all the time? Yeah, listen to them. Try to keep yourself quiet. You know what I mean? Focus. I used to have the same problem, man. Constant talking, it said. Constant. Pay more attention. Focus. Focus on what they're trying to tell you. I guarantee you'll learn something. That's funny. Alright, let's see how well this is going to go. Did I pre-order the Goliath? Absolutely. What a crazy question, Don Draper. Yeah, absolutely, man. That was a no-brainer. My favorite character on there is actually is Brooklyn. So I just freaked out whenever they admitted that they're like, "Hey, we're doing them all." I'm like, "Oh my gosh." His name's actually here. We'll start this up. O-R-E, Ori Omega. So Ori Omega, not Ori Omega, Ori Omega. So just Ori. Just in case you guys don't know. Yeah, dude, Brooklyn's my boy. I like Brooklyn, I like Lexington, and Bronx. In that order. Yeah, there you go. Loco Luke gets it. He gets it. Where's my giant? Here we go. Let's grab it. That's what I get for trying to organize. Stuff just falls over. I've got these things. What is even in these things? You know what? Hang on a second. I bet I can get rid of this junk. How does this thing work? Can't open it. It's got like fuses and whatnot in it. See if my wife wants these things. What the heck even are these? It's falling apart on me. Old batteries. Some screws and whatnot. There's like a bunch of junk in these little weird plastic things. These little plastic containers that I swear I always knock over every time. Let's see if Christine wants these things. Alright, never gonna knock them over again because they're not here. Julian, you say your teachers get mad at you because you pay attention too much. They say they need participation from other students, but other students don't talk. Well, I don't know if you can... I mean, you know, say your piece once, and then kind of back off a little bit. You know what I mean? Wait it out a little bit. Don't jump in on every single question, you know what I mean? Julian, what did you just say? Do your want not to go my to the way. I think you're just crazy now, Julian. You've just lost it. You've lost your mind. Right, yeah, I know, man. We're sitting there waiting on these damn... just waiting on gargoyles forever. Like, oh, that'd be cool if they made those again. And then I remember when Disney Plus hit, and apparently the show was getting a good, like, a substantial amount of, like, views. Because all of us, and then we're telling all these young guys, like, hey, y'all need to check out, you know, Gargoyles if you never watched it. It's good. Yeah, they were listening. They had to have been, right? How is that? Oh, Chris. Funny you mentioned that. I got my Bizarro right here. Actually, I've removed his cape. I need to get me a new cape for him. I want a cloth cape because I actually want to give some love to this dude. But did all my mods to him one morning. Got them all. Got his thigh mods in. This is my favorite freaking McFarlane figure, man. This is it. He even looks awesome without his cape on, I think. It looks awesome to me. Looks like he's in his tights. Slap that thing back on, though, anytime I want it. But, yeah, this thing is awesome, man. I don't know if you guys saw this, but, my man Chris Jordan posted this up on his Instagram, and I commented, I was like, man, I want that figure so bad. Like, I gotta get Bizarro. I love Bizarro. I want that. And, Chris sent him to me. I was like, are you freaking kidding me? And so I get it. I open up that box, and what do I see but this staring at me in the box. By Chris Jordan. Freaking a little custom drawing of Aquaman. Freaking amazing. I've actually got it set up here on my sideshow Aquaman behind me. You can see. Right there. Love it. Absolutely love it. I couldn't believe that. Yeah, he looks cool, man. He looks really cool without the cape. I was surprised by that. That really surprised me. But yeah, it's my favorite McFarlane figure by far. He's just done really well, you know? Like, the figure's done really well. I mean, I like the infected Superman. And it's funny because I don't like Superman, and yet my favorite figures that are being made are Superman characters, pretty much. I'm hoping they do a really good Aquaman whenever it comes down to it. I would even take the metal Aquaman. He's pretty dope. I'm not going to lie. That's just a quick doodle, Chris. That's amazing, man. That blows my mind. That's really, really good. It's awesome. So I'm trying to drill a hole in here that's going to allow me to get this dang screw in without it being super tight. Once I get this all the way through, which, God, man, this is hard to do. It's hard to do on these, like, really long screws, especially when I'm trying to keep it in the camera. Yeah, right. I actually found a cape that was wired, but it's not tattered at all, and it's got the wire running around the bottom. So I was like, yeah, I'm not going to use that one. I was like, I got to find something better than that. It has to be torn up, which I think I could literally just make one myself. I even went through not too long ago, and I made my own capes for my Mandalorian figures, so I think I could probably handle a torn up, shredded Superman cape. What happens when Goliath meets Spawn in an alleyway in NYC? Keith David gets paid twice. I think that's probably accurate. Oh my gosh, this is going to take a while. That's the worst thing about doing spherical objects. They are hard to grip. Like, just really hard. Bill, who you think win? Doom versus Spawn? If you mean Dr. Doom, Spawn. If you mean the Doom guy, Spawn. I'm not really... I don't know much about Dr. Doom. God dang it. Where'd you go? There you are. I think I'm going to have to put this one in the vise. Yeah. I don't know if I can show this, what I'm doing here. I gotta put this one in the vise to be able to screw this in. I don't know if my camera could make its way over here without falling over. I need a better screwdriver, honestly. This is gonna be hell on my palms. Man. Julian, you're getting weird on me. Very weird. Very weird. Jeez. I'm gonna stab myself if I'm not careful. Alright. Yeah. This has gotta go through the... So, I gotta put this guy in a vise in order to screw this all the way in. And while let's see if I can't set up the camera so you guys can see what I'm doing. I don't want you guys to miss out on it. As soon as I get this screw out, I'll move it over. Or try to. Let's see what we can do here. Sorry, this might be loud. I'm moving my microphone around like a crazy person. Stupid light box is in the way. Let it move. Oh look, all the Todd McFarlane figures are falling over. Surprise, surprise. There was a light breeze. I don't think I'll be able to... Oh, maybe I can. Oh, heck. Look at that. Alright. Alright, so what I'm going to do first is I'm going to find the peg that I just sat down. For real? It's a ball, so it just like rolled away somewhere. Oh wait, it's right here in the vise. So we're gonna drill out a hole a little more. Actually, I want to kind of straighten this if I can. Try to keep this tight, but not too tight to where I snap the thing. Since I've got it held now. Gives me more control as to where I'm going to drill my hole here. And then we're going to take the screw. And I really, honestly, I should have a better screwdriver here. I don't have. It's in the kitchen. And this is why I tend to go back in from both sides. You can see already that I'm starting to get a good amount of tension in here. It's just a little slower than usual. But it looks like it's going to go all the way through. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to back up the tracks. And you guys might have seen, I did a, I've actually done a tutorial over this exact repair. So basically, not only does this repair the brake, but it also will give you a crazy strong joint that should be able to withstand a lot. What I like to do now is to take a burr like this, and I'll drill in through the top. I'll drill in a little ways. I'm drilling in pretty far because we've got a ton of real estate to work with on this guy. And the reason I'm doing that, you drill in one more time here with the regular drill bit. Clean some of that out. And what we do, why I do that is I want to make sure that this screw will be able to be drilled in all the way to where this head is not even poking out. You don't want this head of the screw to be poking out because it could catch and whatnot. Andrew Milton, what's up, man? Hope all is well, my guy. I got what might be a dumb question for you. Well, I doubt that. Go ahead and ask. Clockwork Orgies here. What's up, guys? Thank y'all for showing up. Danko! I knew you'd be here, Danko. It's not a stream until Danko shows up and screams, "What's up, party people?" Glad you guys are here. When I'm done with this repair, I'm going to share with y'all Bill Maru's letdown of the month. That's right. I got a letdown in the mail today. I'm going to show you guys what that is in just a minute. Alright. So, I don't know if y'all can see that. It's about as far as I can go in. But you can see here, the screw head is all the way in. You can kind of barely see it right here. So it's all the way in there. This is awesome. That's what we wanted. So, we're going to go ahead and we're going to back up the tracks a little bit. That should be pretty good. We're going to take our JB Super Weld here. And we're going to just kind of pop some of this on here. That should be enough. And then we're going to reinsert our screw. And that's going to keep it in there nice and snug. It's going to get into all that threading. That's why we backed it up. So now it's going to go all the way through in here. Get all nice and snug in there. Once the screw gets tight, we'll stop there. And we're gonna let that sit for just a little bit here. I actually have the exact same screw. Hang on to your butts. Alright. Camera's getting all wonky on me. So I've actually got one of these here as well. And what we're going to do here is basically similar. We're just going to drill a hole into this body. Basically right here. We're going to drill here. So I'm going to set up some lights for you here. Oh yeah, Samurai Chris says, don't forget to hit that like, everyone. My man, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Alright, let's go ahead and drill in here. So I don't want to go too far in here because I don't know what this neck is being held on by. And I don't want to like mess that up. So we're going to go in a little ways. We're going to make this hole just a slightly bit bigger. Alright, that looks pretty decent right there. And we're going to test this screw now. Let's go ahead and give this guy a test. This is essentially the same screw. So here's a fun thing you can do. Put it in. And we'll go 1, 2, 3, 11, 12, 13, 14. It's starting to kind of go a little crooked. That's what I don't want. So I'm going to back that up. It's hitting something in there, I think. It's weird. It's a little softer in there. Usually you can count it out to see how many you can put in there. This one's a little funky. Just want to make sure that I've got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, about 7 twists. It's not a lot, but I think we probably were able to go in about probably 7, 8 threads maybe. Oh, you can't even see it. You probably didn't see any of that. I'm so bad about getting this. I gotta get better at keeping it in the camera. So let's see. Andrew Milton. I got the McFarlane Bane bath. Any ideas on how to reinforce the thighs and wrists? You mean this guy? I actually got him myself over the weekend, and I really like him. I didn't think I would. To reinforce the thighs, I'm assuming you mean to keep them on. This guy's, I don't know, man. I don't know what you plan on doing with these. Yeah, because I get it. Like, you kind of, like, let's see if I can kind of show off what I'm saying here. I noticed that these hands, I think they just need to be, these need to be heated up to pop in. I don't know. It is kind of weird how these things fit in. I can't tell if they're staying in or what. So I guess if you wanted to reinforce them, you could. What's funny is you're gonna have to take them off again. What I did was I heated up the legs and popped them on, because you're right. These things were crazy hard to get in. Like, these thighs were insanely hard to get in. And I'm pretty sure, like, I can see it starting to bend out here. Like, when you bend the leg, you can see right here that it starts, you can see that seam right there starting to kind of pop open. Yeah, there you go. It just popped out. The only thing I could think of, honestly, on these, because they're just so dang big, you might be able to, like, put a dab of super glue around here, like just a thin layer, and pop it back on and just constantly wiggle it. It kind of makes me nervous just because of how hard to get this figure is right now, especially the dang Scarecrow. And, like, trying to bend these legs is insanity. Like, I can't, like, it makes you really, it makes me want to work on my upper body strength. And if you don't do this, like, God, like, this is crazy. It's insane. It's kind of embarrassing. You can't do it. God, just to bend these legs is so hard. It's crazy. I feel like I have to like tie a winch up to it and pull this thing out with my car. It's absolutely ridiculous how tight these things are. I think what I might do, Bill, do you think we get a comic book movie of Mask the movie for kids but comic for adults? We've already got a Mask movie for children. Yeah, Jim Carrey starred in it in the 90s. And the comic is for adults, very much for adults. So, yes, we have both of those already. What I think we need is a dang Mask TV show for adults. That would be amazing. I'm going to heat up this leg. I don't know if mine got in there all the way or not, because I used a hot water trick, which I don't usually do. Usually I'll just use my heat gun. Yeah, you just need to heat the socket up here. I don't think heating the connector will do anything because it's hard plastic. So you just have to heat the socket up here on the leg. Pop it on and just leave it alone. Now, you wouldn't lose the articulation with the glue. What you do is you add a little bit of glue there, and what you have to do is, let's say you add a bit of super glue around here, just a layer, heat up your leg, and then you got to pop it back on, and when it's on, you just got to constantly do this. So it won't adhere the plastic to plastic. And what it'll do is it'll dry and it'll expand just a little bit, and that's literally the super glue trick. That's been around for ages. But yeah, you're right. It does just kind of pop off, which is mine. Even like it just feels like there's nothing to it too. Tell you what, I'll show you what I'm talking about, because I kind of want this too. So I'll grab some Loctite super glue liquid. You're gonna put yourself just a dab right here. Don't go crazy with it. I'm not pressing it right now. I'm just trying to get an even layer all the way around. You're gonna take your leg, since this is already heated up, and we're gonna pop it on. And we're gonna keep applying pressure, and we're just gonna keep twisting. You can hear it already. This is going to be a fun little stream, isn't it? Now, this might take a session or two. Yeah, I just heated mine up with a heat gun, Denko, and this is the left leg. I guarantee you, if I pull this right here, it's just going to pop right off too. Andrew, he said vroom vroom. I love it. Get your Bana running. We'll let this like kind of cool down, and I think this will allow it to sit here a little bit better. You can definitely hear that it tightened up. And since I didn't put like a ton of super glue on there, you know, it's not just stuck on there. Seems to be doing all right from the side. I think your trick is going to be when you move it, you need to move it by like the knee or the thigh, not by the calf or the foot. If you do that, it's just going to pop right off. Yeah, but I can see this starting to pop off too. I don't think this figure is really meant to move, man. I honestly think Todd decided, hey, we'll do some articulation to keep some of these dudes at bay that are still like out there complaining about Todd's product. So I don't know. You could tell. I mean, this figure's pretty dang cool. I'm not gonna lie. I want a different head for it. Just so it kind of acts as a bane on my shelf. Like, I have the old CNC figure. The old DCUC figure, which is tough to beat, honestly, when it comes down to it. I'm trying to get this fist on, because I know what you're talking about with these fists, too. Seem like they, oh, there we go. Yeah. Nope, just popped right out. Dang it. I can see where it's supposed to go all the way in, but sheesh, man, it's ridiculous. Yeah, the rubber overlay kind of ruins everything there. You're right, Denko. It feels like what you could do is almost, I'm not sure, I'd have to take them off and take a look at it, but it almost feels like you could cut the belt off of those like denim shorts and then sculpt in what it's missing. I don't know. I don't know if I really want to mess with this one right now because I've got too many other things that I'd like to do. Then basically wait. I think it'd be a waste of time trying to make this thing move. Honestly. Like I said, I don't think he was meant to. Andrew, that might help. I don't know, man. I don't know how well that's going to keep it on there. If you wanted to, I saw you say a screw. You would need a gigantic screw, or what might happen is, if you were to drill, I've actually got I have a small tutorial on this. I did it with the Shazam figure, the movie Shazam figure. You can drill a slightly smaller hole than the screw you're going to put in there. And when you put the screw in, it should expand the plastic a little bit. The problem is that works whenever it's a smaller area. If that makes sense. These are those pegs are like the size of a nickel or dime. You know what I mean? Like, you would need a pretty substantially large screw to make that actually expand out. And even then, it might just end up cracking. So, I don't know. Yeah, it looks like heating up the wrist will definitely put these hands in better. Once this cools down, I don't think these wrists are coming back out. These hands are going to stay there. But yeah, the figure's pretty cool. I mean, for a figure, no. For an action figure, no, absolutely not. But for like a centerpiece or just kind of on your shelf, I think he looks awesome. I'm actually going to do... Tell you what, I'm going to do half of a mod real quick that I really want to do on this, and then I'm going to shoot... Oh, I should just shoot a tutorial. Hang tight, y'all. Do that all the time. I just like leave them in here. Leave them to their own devices. You didn't kill anybody, did you? All right. So yeah, I have an idea for a tutorial that I wanted to do, and I think I'm gonna do it now live with you guys, and because I like doing that. I have a ton of tutorials set up, guys. Like. Sorry I haven't been putting them up. I had to wait to get this this laptop in, and honestly, whenever I get home, I just have not been in the mood. I've only been repairing like maybe 2 days a week, and it's just like it's been nice. I'm not gonna lie. I don't want to get burnt out, and I was getting that way. So it's funny too, man. I've got like people that keep hitting me up. They're like, "Hey, is that spot open yet?" I'm like, "Dude, look." And no offense if anybody in here has done this. It's just kind of like, I told you I'll contact you. If I told you I put you in the system, I will get to you. I promise I will get to you. But unless you keep bothering me, then I might be like, oh, I never saw you. Yeah, Clayton, I knew you were here. I was like, bye. I'm out of here. All right. So this is going to be fun. We're going to try this out. All right, so I'm going to do my little shtick here, my little spiel. So you guys are going to be part of this. All right, here we go. Hey, what's going on, Crewmaru and Toy Canning fans? I'm going to bring to you a tutorial that is going to show you how to add just a little bit more articulation to the Todd McFarlane Scarecrow figure that just released. And I think this is going to be pretty cool. What we're going to do is essentially we're going to cut a little slit here because I noticed that these fingers, they only move 2 at a time. And we're going to change this up. So let's get to it. First thing we're going to do is heat these up and pop these off. Yup. So I had somebody hit me up today and they were like, hey, could you do a video showing how to remove like the pegs from a figure? So generally I'll say, hey, I'm going to heat these up. I'm going to heat this up and I'm going to take them off. Should I show me heating this up with a heat gun? Like, does that add to this at all? I don't know. Like, it seems to me like I guess because I do it, it doesn't really seem necessary for me because I do it all the time, and it feels like once you've shown it once, you've shown it every time. But I guess if somebody new was joining in, now that I feel like I'm answering my own question at this point. So let's see what we can do here. Let's flip the video around. You guys can watch from here. Look at that, my little phone. All right, cool. Let's do this. So in heating it up, what you want to do is either take a hairdryer or you can soak this in hot water. Basically put it in the microwave for 1.5 to 2 minutes. Take the bowl out. Let me start over because I have to do this very smart. This is crazy. Alright, so when I say heat up, basically what you want to do is either take a hairdryer or you can put water in the microwave in a bowl. Heat up the water without the figure in it. I can't stress this enough. When you take the bowl of water out of the microwave after 1 minute or 2 minutes, then put your figure in it. Do not put your figure in the microwave. I repeat, do not put your action figure in the microwave. I know some of you know this, some of you might not know this. So, I use a heat gun. These things can be extremely dangerous. They can also be extremely efficient if you know how to use these. This will take just a few seconds compared to, 30 to 45 seconds. I don't know. I just like to save time. So now that those are heated up, what I like to do is either take generally a flathead screwdriver or a punch, and you can just kind of slowly, there you go, pop those off. Sometimes they fall on the floor. But you'll see here it took the peg with it. So we're going to do the exact same thing to this hand here. Once again, take your little wobbly fingers, get your flathead screwdriver, put it in between the pegs here, pop it off. And that's what you want to do. Yeah. Well, I wouldn't do I won't do a time lapse showing the whole thing, but it's like explaining the process. Like, hey, here's how you heat stuff up. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's just like, You say that, Samurai Chris. You think you do it once and they won't ask again, but people will, man. I mean, that's the kind of the world we live in, I guess. Okay. Oh man, which I'm not gonna remember what hands went to what. Oh god. Which fingers went to which? Oh yeah, here we go. We're good. We're good. Okay, I'm gonna keep these over here. Alright, so the next thing you want to do is... Hang on, let me show you guys what I'm doing. That's why you're here. So the next thing you want to do is get the pegs out while these are still warm. Really important part is make sure they're warm. Jesus. Let's try that again, right? Alright, so while these are still warm, get your peg, remove it, this peg, remove it. If they don't seem to be wanting to come out right off the bat, you might want to reheat it. This one's actually hot already. You might actually take what I'm doing here, get your needle nose pliers, kind of come in from the other side, and that'll pop that peg out. You see, if you pull on it too hard, you can end up with something like this, kind of bent. And while this one, we didn't pull on this one's straight. This is kind of a softer plastic though, so it might bend back, no problem. But you don't want to put any unnecessary risks. So next, let's see here. So here's the fun part. Double check that I've got all these set up correctly. These are going to go here, right? And these are going to go... Oh man, I need to make sure I've got these damn hands set to where they need to be. I think this is right. I think this is left hand. And this is right hand. No, left hand, right hand. Set them off to the side like that. That's how we'll know. Alright. Yeah, this is the McFarlane Scarecrow. Okay, so what you want to do is make sure you don't get these all mixed up. It's very easy to do. So grab yourself a razor blade, and you're just simply going to cut down the middle. That's all there is to it. Just a simple, in the middle, slice down the middle. You end up with something like that. 2 equal pieces. Okay. Let's set these off to the side. I'm going to try not to... I should probably be putting these on as I cut, like back on as I cut them. But, where's the fun in that, right? So once again, straight down the middle. Now what we might have to do, and I need to take a quick closer look here. You want to make sure that these are rounded out. You can see that there's a little bit of plastic in here, a little excess. If you had any junk in here, you want to make sure that these are nice and smooth, like so. Just gonna come in like this, especially in this part here where it's flat. Alright, and so basically what this will do is allow us to put this back on the peg, and now we can move both of our fingers easily. So let's go ahead and do that. What we're going to do is heat these up the same way we did before, and then we're going to just pop this peg right on. Yeah. Alright, let's give it a whirl, see what happens. Now, since these are very thin plastic, it does not take a lot of heat. So let's go ahead and start with this one, the inner, and then we'll put the outer. Like so. Okay. And let's see, I think we'll probably have to heat this guy up here. Oh, nope. Just put him right on. Nice. Looks like we didn't have to heat that up at all. And it also helps to put them on the correct way. Like this. I think I'm putting them back on the way they're supposed to go. Oh, I'm not. Look at that. When you look inside, this one says R on it. That's the right. Now that could mean the right side of this guy. I don't know how they work. Let's see. Let's see if all these. Oh yeah, see this one says R on it over here though too. One of these guys says right on it. So I think that actually means it goes on the right side of the left hand. That's not confusing at all, is it? I could be wrong here, but I think these are all going to look correct. So now that we got those all heated up, again, let's pop this bad boy on. And then we're going to go bring this guy in next. We might need a little help getting this one on because we're running out of our room and space. And I'm just beating up my camera right now trying to do this. So what might have happened here, sometimes you have to press the peg in a little further from the other side. Might not have gone all the way through. Oh, that was satisfying. I saw it go through. Alright. And now we've got just creepy hands, creepy fingers that go all whichever way you want. How about that? So let's do it to the other one. Let's take this. Take our razor blade once again. Carefully cut straight down. And if you heat these up, it makes the cut a lot easier. You can see these are little, like the sculpt here, kind of a little piece right there. Like I said, we just want to make sure this is nice and smooth. We need to cut a little bit of the excess out here so there's no junk in the way. No problem, although I doubt most of you probably won't even have to do that. There we go. Let's take our other one. Nice clean cut with our razor. Now we're gonna put these on the same way we did the other ones. Uh-oh. Oh, there's my peg. Let's go and heat these up. once again, heated these up. Pop the peg through both sides. And then we take our hand here, see if these said, I think these might have been correct. Looks right to me. And we're going to heat these up again. Those are heated up. Let's pop this guy on. Pop this one on. Oop. Like I said, sometimes you got to make sure that that peg's all the way through or you won't have anything to catch on to. There we go. That one worked out way better. Let's go ahead and give it a quick squeeze though, just in case. What I like to do is put my pliers on the under one peg and then on top of the other peg on the other side. So when you push through, it kind of gives it a nice, just some good push through. Pressure is the word. All right, and now our Scarecrow is extra creepy. Look at all these individual moving fingers. All of them move independently. So, pretty cool. So I'm sure you guys can do this yourself. Pretty simple. Obviously my services are always available as well. You can hit me up on Instagram or on my website at billmaru.com. I want you guys to take care out there, and I'll keep repairing for Crewmaru. You like that? Kind of changed up the end there. What do you think of that? Wing or lose. What's up, dude? This is a little mod. Yeah, I was just shooting a little tutorial here. This is the new McFarlane Scarecrow, and I got him in. I like him. I'm surprised how much I like the pairing of this. I wouldn't think I'd like these figures that much, but I really like the designs, except for Bane's mask. So I got the Scarecrow, and I was like, oh man, we can make that just a little bit better. It's like, just gotta split those little fingers. And that's what we're doing. Just kind of cutting these hands and making them look real creepy. Real creepy. And now we got them all up on Bane, all weird. Just Bane just lugging him around. A couple of my friends said, like, if you take this helmet off right here, and if you were to, like, swap the hands out, you could just put him on the back of a Hellboy as the corpse, which I think is a pretty cool idea. I didn't realize that the helmet came off and everything. I was like, that's dope, dude. That Scarecrow is actually probably the funnest one in the wave, which I can't believe that. That blows my mind. All right, let's put the tutorials away. All right, so let's get back to this repair that we were working on a minute ago. Since it's been sitting here long enough, like Lou's probably. Now this is JB Super Weld as well, so it actually takes longer to completely adhere and whatnot. But since this was a screw, I think we'll be fine. Hoodlum says, can't wait to see you fix that Bane. There's nothing I can do to that Bane at this point. I don't know what else I could possibly do to that figure. He's just, like I said, he's just not meant to move a lot. I mean, not the character, just that figure. He's just not. It's just, he was sculpted to look pretty. Or ugly. Pretty ugly. whatever you want to say. Bane looks like a Mexican wrestler. Julian, you need to read some comics. I think you'd find them pleasantly entertaining. Bane is a Hispanic man. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is take this screw, since we tested this earlier inside here, and we're going to go ahead and give it a clip. Wait, before I clip this, I feel like oh, that'd be cool, Andrew. Yeah, I'm sure you could do that. Like an old zombie figure? I've still got him, I think. He's a cool figure. That figure is still pretty dang cool. The zombie's awesome. I always thought that was a really cool figure. So this has actually got a fit in here. And that is a heck of a fit. Good night. I think I'm going to have to mod this out. If he's wanting this thing to fit in here, this is going to be a lot of dremeling. Oh yeah, Julian. Absolutely, man. I'm surprised you didn't know that. I thought everybody did know that. I should not assume that. Yeah, man. Look him up. Danny Trejo did his voice for a while, and Carlos Alzaraki did it too. I believe I said his name right. This thing is going to take a lot of dremeling. So what I'm wanting to do right now, before I put this back on the body, since I have full control over where this is going to go, I'm just going to hang on to it with my pliers, and just to see if I can't get this like ball to fit in here. And honestly, it is not fitting. God, this is huge. This thing is gigantic. This is the part of the job that's funny, because it's like, at this point, I'm making a custom. I don't really like... I only do customs for, like... I don't know, very, like, extremely close friends. And even then, most of my close friends know how to make their own customs, which is great. That the big boy straight from Santa Prisca. Bane is cool. What's up, Figment? Hey, Jens, happy Monday to you, too. I think we've got something going on here. Like I said, you guys want to stick around, because when I'm done with this, I'm going to show you guys... how do I say it? How do I say this? Trying to think of a term for it, like a fun, clever term. Wouldn't it have been better to shave down the ball? No, that ball is extremely hard plastic, and what you do is, it's for me, it's very hard to shape a perfect sphere. Shaping a perfect sphere whole is different, because the sphere is what you want to be completely smooth around the edges. If you go in shaving this down, chances are you could wreck the integrity of the sphere itself, and what that's going to do is cause a lopsided movement. It's going to bump around, it's going to possibly pop out of the side. This plastic is softer, much softer, so it's easier to sand down, and B, when we get it to where we like, we'll also be able to heat this up and pop this guy in. I'm just wanting it to kind of go in about halfway right now, and once I heat it up, I think this will pop in and do exactly what we want. Just need to make sure that this is going to fit exactly the right way. I think we'll have plenty of movement in here. Yeah, Okay, that's what we wanted. I just needed to Dremel it in because that's why I think this thing broke. Is trying to put that in is way too tight, crazy tight. It's still really tight right now, honestly. But you don't want it just popping out, you know. Yeah, I've tried shaving these. Sometimes I do have to shave the ball down, and I hate doing that because it almost every time it's not going to come out perfect. Just because we're humans, we're not robots. Somebody out there might have figured out a way to do it. That person is not me. Alright, so now, since this guy is not going to... Yeah, sounds like a job for a 3D printer, right? I'm trying, guys. I had to, like I said, we had to buy an air conditioner for the house. So, and then I needed a new computer at the same time. I was like, really? We're doing this? So, that kind of sucked. But, you know, life happens. We got to do those things. So, I'm going to do right now is I'm going to take my wire cutters. I'm really hoping Luca shows up tonight. Has anybody seen Luca? I've got a figure I'm working on for him. You guys will remember this. It's the Iron Man. Yeah, Andrew, start that up. Let's get a 3D printer fundraiser. I think people would hate me if I tried to do that. Here we go. There we go. So we snap that. We need to next. I think you should be able to see right here. Let's see. I'm going to set up a little spot where I know you guys can see. Okay, so in this spot, we're good. Yeah, alright, yeah. Okay, so here is let's see if I can zoom into it. You'll notice it's got a little bit of a hook on it there. Just the edge is really sharp. And I don't like having my screws like that because they can like tear up instead of screw in. So what I'm going to do is we're going to shave it down just a little bit. Just a little bit, not too crazy. We don't want to get too crazy with it. Now we want to, and here's another cool thing. Since we put a screw in to the inside of this, we can actually now put our screwdriver on it and tighten it in, which is pretty cool. And this will let us know if it's going to fit right, and if not, that means we're going to have to go back to the drawing board and sand down the screw a little more. And it looks like this is going to work exactly the way we wanted it to. And there you go. That's what we want. Now, we take it out. This is always the part I hate right here. So I have to try... I'll try to do this on camera without knocking the stupid thing on the ground. But I'm going to put some glue on it. Hopefully it won't... I hate it whenever I get glue on there. Like, yeah, see, it's trying to do it. Careful. Okay, got it. A lot of times I'll get the glue on there, I'll go to put it on the end of the screwdriver, and then it'll just like fall into this mess. I'm like, great. So I want to look at this from the front to make sure that everything is going in right. There we go. I think that's correct. I am not sure what this looked like beforehand, but I think this is straight. It's in the middle. It's looking pretty good. We're going to let that dry. We're almost done with this one, guys. We're almost done. And then we'll heat this guy up. We'll put it in there. I still see a little junk that bothers me. What I like to do is turn the speed down low if there's any excess plastic. And I like to just kind of really just bang it around in there. Just swipe it around. No big deal. Alright. So while that glue is drying, let's get down to it. I'm trying to figure out like something to say this, but all I can do is call this like the Bill Maru letdown. This is the Bill Maru letdown of the month. The monthly Maru. Help me out, guys. What do I call something disappointing? Mad Maru? So here we go. Let's get 2 cameras on this, right? Let's do this. Let's do it right. Double angles. I want this to be serious. So whenever it gets like this, so it's like, here we go. Guys, there's something I really need to talk to you about. And it's really serious. See, it's kind of nice. So, I'm not the biggest Mezco guy. I do enjoy a few Mezcos. The Maru Boo Boo. Boo Maru. I love it, Sean Marshall. Thanks. That's all I needed. Boo Maru. This is the monthly Boo Maru. I got the Black Skulls Death Brigade. I went ahead and I bit the bullet and I bought one of these. I'm not like the biggest Gomez guy. I don't hate him, I guess. I still don't understand. I get why. I guess people want it because now it's so sought after. But I still don't understand, all the hype. I think it's awesome that, I'm not going to lie, I think it's awesome that Mezco has this because A, it's their property, B, they can bang these things out as much as they want. They don't have to pay any licensing fees for this stuff. Like, that is freaking genius. It's genius. I love it. So, what I'm about to say probably will upset some Mezco collectors, but that's okay because you still can go buy the figure. It's not going to stop you from buying the figure. Nobody's going to take these away from you. So I got this in because I thought, why not? I was able to get in, grab one of these. And I just bought one, thank God. And I got them in today. And let me walk you through the process. So I open them up and I'm like, wow, these are pretty cool accessories, right? There's some really cool accessories in this thing. Let's go lower here. I need like a tray, don't I? I need like a tray on my chest. On my stomach here. Check my lap. Let's carefully open this up so I don't lose anything really expensive. I'm sure one of these gun clips goes for $30 or something. So I get my designer figure in, right? That's essentially what this is, a designer figure. You pay premium price for these figures, correct? It was like $90-something, I think, shipped, which is pretty damn expensive, honestly. Here's what we get. It's fairly basic. You know what you're kind of getting into. It comes with like 6 pairs of hands, 7 technically, so 7 pairs of hands. That's really, really nice. You get these sweet goggles. I'm not gonna do a review. You guys get it. I mean, there's some really cool stuff here. You got a really cool holster, yada yada. So I get it in, and I'm looking at him. I was like, all right. I knew he was pretty basic, right? So I get the arms. I'm like, all right. These are nice. Head, pretty good range. Honestly, not bad. Diaphragm, pretty good range. This is Mezco. I love this body. This is my favorite body from Mezco, honestly. You got double elbows, which is always a big plus. Your hips move the way the hips should move. You got double knees, which is always a welcome. Boots twist to the side. And then we get to the Boo-Maru. The ankles. Oh my God. This should drop the price on this figure $20. This is... Let me show you the range on these ankles. Here's your pivot. Did you miss it? Let's go up and down. This is so upsetting to me. Like I cannot remember. I think the last time I was this like, I don't know, I felt cheated by this, dude. Like these ankles are terrible. This is bad, man. This is what I used to repair on Mezco. This is the first things that I repaired on Mezco were the yeah, they should have more range, shouldn't they? This is the first freaking ankle design they did with Punisher, with the very first Punisher. Julian, you say I should just mod it for $90 that I purchased. $90. And these ankles, this is a tactical stealth guy. If you wanted to put him, maybe he comes with a grappling hook. So for him to be posted on to be able to climb, let me illustrate this for you in real time with a real foot. If you were to climb up a wall, your ankle would do this. If you tried to do that with this figure, it's impossible. You can't even get him into a grappling hook climbing pose. This is not. It's from Mezco, Karis. This is the Black Skull figure. Monkey, you're paying for a designer figure, is what it is. It's kind of like a Gucci sweater. You know what I mean? Like you're probably like, well, I don't get the hype. What's the deal with this thing? Its name. It's supply and demand. That's what this is. And I won't lie, like I like some Mezco figures, man. I freaking love my Aquaman. I really like Baron Benz. But yeah, this right here, man. This got me pretty angry, man. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, like I'm not like fuming over here, but it's just like, really, dude? Like, really? I don't know, man. If you watch some... So, okay, actually. Darius, I did hit up Darius, and I was like, is this just normal? Like, I don't know. I don't buy a whole lot of these. And from some of the ones that I got, I remember I had the Ninja Gomez. And he had awesome ankle articulation. And I thought that's what I was going to get with this. So... I talked to Darius, and he said heat him up. So I'm going to try that. I haven't done this yet. I'm going to try that. I'm going to heat him up. And I'm going to see if that gives it to me. If that gives it to me, then all of this is for nothing. Let's see what we got here. So they're heated up now. You might get... And I don't know, dude. And that's what I ended up telling him. I was like, I think I'm just meant to, I'm meant to fix these figures, not really collect them. Um, I don't know, man. I guess for the price, and I guess I just thought I was gonna get something like really awesome. I don't know. Just kind of sad by this one, man. This one kind of, I was like, dang, dude, really? All you get is a boot swivel. Like all I can think, the only thing I can think of doing is either I'm gonna sell this thing because apparently they sell like it's pretty easy to sell one of these things. Like I've sold a couple of mezcos before. I just I don't know, man. I'm just not that crazy about. Some of them are really great, man. I won't lie. I've got a freaking awesome blade that I put together from the. I missed out on the first blade, but I got the second one, and my buddy Anthony hooked me up big time with like the first one's heads and the jacket. So I got to make my first one. Actually, check this out. This is pretty cool. I haven't got around to painting this thing yet, but I did. Well, I painted it black, but actually, I got a few new things I could show off. As far as like, so just so you guys don't think that I'm like some Mezco hater, like that. Just this one in particular is really just it's horrible in my opinion. But so like here's Blade. Even Blade's like boots go down pretty far, and he's got a pretty good range of the ankle. So I thought that's what I was getting. I was messing with this yesterday. I was getting pretty hyped for this figure to come in. But yeah, check this out, man. He gave me this 3D printed me like the Wesley Snipes vest. It's got some nice bend to it. Pretty dang cool. So I really freaking like this figure, man. This is just an awesome blade. I'm looking forward to the Mahershala Ali blade. I think that's going to be dope. But I finally got my Iron Fist in after like 2 years, dude. This thing has been, I pre-ordered this day one, which was like August of 2019, I think it was. And look at these ankles. It's freaking awesome, man. You can get them in all sorts of poses. My only complaint about this figure is his head and his unmasked head. He looks like this. That's it. They didn't put a grimacing or a screaming head. So every time he's charging up this fist, he's just like, here comes the Iron Fist. It's on fire. Yeah. Every time he punches, he's just bored. So that kind of sucks. This face is like perfect for, I don't know, like when he's doing, mantras or focusing or whatnot, or about to hit somebody. But man, somebody needs to get on these heads. And also, this is plastic that doesn't move. That was kind of a letdown. Anyways, I feel like I'm just crapping all over Mezco. I'm not trying to. I actually really, really like this figure. It was worth the 2 years to wait for that yellow sash that they added to the belt. But here's something really cool. My man Harker Customs. If you guys don't know who Harker Customs is, I'm going to type in the name just in case you're not hearing me right. Harker Customs. This guy's a badass. This is great. This is great. This is on a Legends body. And this is Mezco quality, if not better. This is Harker quality, excuse me. I don't want to put anybody, I don't want to compare him to anything. I think this is Harker's quality. He is just so awesome. And look at that, look at the hoodies on. Comes up over the head there. I love this. This is my favorite Spider-Man. This is like one of the few, I like maybe 3 Spider-Mans. I like Ben Reilly. I like Hobie, and I like I do like Miles. It's like kind of like all of them besides Kane and Pete. I'm like, that's kind of what I don't hate Pete, but it's whatever. I'm just not a giant fan. But this just made my everything. This thing is so cool. He put like tape on his head though to I guess keep the hood on. I don't know why he did that because you don't even need it. Like. It stays on. It's freaking awesome. It looks awesome on this guy, too. But yeah, so this like really just got me hyped up. This was awesome, especially after getting in the as Shartimus would say, is the big time letdown Black Skull thing, whatever that is. So yeah, I'm not happy with that at all. Well, I was almost really happy, but then I keep getting really really angry thinking about just how much that cost, and then I I just don't want to see. I don't want that to be okay. You know what I mean? Like I don't want a $90 figure to have articulation like this and for people to be okay. Yeah, Julian, I like $20.99 as well. That's who was going on my list. I can't tell what I want to do with this thing. This is a big old head. I guess this is a helmet, right? Yeah, you know what's funny, Andrew, is I don't like the Iron Spider, man. I'm different, dude. You guys know that. I'm not. I don't know. I have trouble liking some of those things. I don't know what it is, man. I've never been a Spider-Man guy anyway, so you know, what do I know? Maybe I'm completely wrong on this figure, but I just think that I don't know, man. That's pretty rough, dude. Oh yeah, Jesse. You know I had to get up. It's not a stream, man. If I don't get up, I always gotta get up. Anyways, man, I don't know, dude. For like you said, or like I said, what you paid. Like I know some people bought like 3 of these things. I'm like, oh man, that is over $200. And you know, I guess if you're just gonna post them on your if you're just gonna put them on your shelf and they're just standing there with guns, great. You know what I mean? Julian, please change your password now. Please change your password now. Don't do that. I don't like the Black Skull upsets me because of the price you pay and the lack of articulation in that ankle is just abysmal, man. And it's not like this is their first figure, you know what I mean? Like that throws me off. That just upsets me. I'm like, what do you do with this? So for me, the figure's pretty nice. I mean, it's a Gomez body. So if you like the Gomez body, which I really do. In fact, I liked it so much that I used that for my my personal custom of me. I'm a smaller dude, so it worked out really, really well for me to just like slap a head on that body. And I actually used, it's kind of funny, I think I've lost it now. I've lost the Toycanic. Oh well, he's probably floating around here somewhere. But yeah, I used that body and I liked it. I used one of the Rumble Society skulls. My buddy sold me one at a really cheap price, or good price. Nothing about Mezco's cheap. But yeah, it worked really well. Why change your password? Because you just told what your password is, Julian. Yeah, Mezco's it's expensive. Jesse, I don't know, man. I wouldn't say I hate the Black Skull, but it's like, man, I would have hated to buy that many just to find out that the ankles are terrible. You can't get him into the poses you would want, I would think. Like I said, he comes with a grappling hook. So if you just want to pose him throwing his grappling hook, great. You're good. You're set. But if you want a if you want him actually climbing up a wall, there's no way you could get that pose in. There's no way that ankle's going to go up like that. Or like twist to the side, or I don't know, man. Oh, who's Sean Marshall? Cool, man. I don't really know anything about that. I thought he looked cool, and I'm not opposed to buying a figure that I know nothing about if it looks cool. Jesse, dude, I don't take my opinion as like law. You know what I mean? Like if you like the skull, you like the skull. You know what I mean? Like that's cool. Just for me and just for anybody that was like, hey, surely I haven't seen any reviews on it. I don't watch reviews really, and I love my friends that do them. They do a lot of them. I don't really have time to sit there and just If I'm gonna watch something, I'm gonna watch a TV show or something with my wife. That's what we're gonna do. You know what I mean? So I don't know if there's I don't know. I'm assuming that the reviews are honest and they're gonna show you exactly everything like that this thing can do. There's some really great photographers out there though, like Pharaoh Black and Darius, like, or D Amazing. Gotta get used to saying that. He can do some really cool stuff, and I'm sure, I bet you anything, him just taking a photo of that thing will make you buy the figure. And I imagine he's the kind of guy that would look at that and be like, the articulation. He's like, this is fine. Like, look at all the stuff I can do with it. That's awesome. For me, like, I literally have and you can probably even see it from right here. Let's see. Let's see if we can't. Come on. I don't know if you guys can. Hang on. We're doing it. You see that Scarlet Spider right there? That one that right there. He's climbing up a wall and his feet are planted. That's just a cheesy. Anyways, $20 figure and he's got better articulation in that foot. So that's kind of crappy, you know? But with that said, you could probably take a figure that's got just boots, black boots or whatever, and make them fit on the... Excuse me. Oh my gosh. Oh, pardon me. You could make those fit on the Black Skull, and it'd probably be like really dope. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So Otaku Zero said that, and so yeah, he shows you that there's not much articulation there. I probably should have. I don't know when that came out, but it's like, man, if I would have saw that review before the figure came out, I wouldn't have bought the figure. Put it that way. I could have put that money towards, just saved it. like I rather would have saved it. But I imagine I'll make my money back trying to sell that thing if I end up doing it. I don't know if I want to go through the effort of trying to mod that thing. What I would do, if I did mod it, I would pop off those boots like at the whole boot and replace that, and just so I don't ruin the integrity of the figure, and I would fit another boot to pop on that, so just in case I ever ended up selling that thing, I could pop those boots off and put the originals back on. So, but yeah. That Drizzt figure looks really cool. I want to get him and sculpt a beard on him and make an elf Maru. You know, why not? Make him. Just got to do it, right? Jins, I don't know if every customizer is a figure of him. I've been making figures of myself forever as a way to test how I work that out. You know what I mean? Otaku Zero says trade 2 Plunderlings and an Immortal Hulk. Oh, I've got all the Plunderlings and Immortal Hulk too. Got that actually. Thank you though. No, I think I'll probably end up keeping the figure for a little bit. Mess around with it, see what happens. Alright, so we're going to finish this repair off here. I'm going to heat this guy up. I'm going to pop this guy in, and then I think we should be done. From what I can tell, this is pretty soft plastic. And let's see what happens here. Let's see if we can just take this guy. Let's bring the camera back down here. Back it up. Alright, should just... Oh, that was a snug fit. Wow. Cool. Yeah. Fits really well. I guess these are like these Mezco cable arms? Is that what these are? These are awesome. I really want this for my Bucky. Golly. This is nice. It's got rubbery to it. Now I'm going to have to go, see, that's what I need to do. I'll sell me a black skull and buy me a cable figure. Just so I can get a metal arm. Oh, probably not going to do that. Got all sorts of jobs I need to finish up. I've been working on this one for, so yeah, just to get to it. I was working on this one for Luca, and I've been working on it forever, but so as you guys, last time we were on here, I was talking about it, and I was like, all right, I'm going to put some magnets in it. He was cool with that. And so whenever I looked in here, inside the arm, it turned, I actually do have the aquatic plunderlings, Julian. Thank you, though. I found out that there was a metal piece in here. It's right there. Right here. So I couldn't go down as far with my magnets. My magnets are pretty thick, but I was able to put the magnets here in the arms. So technically right now it's fixed. I was able to do this. Problem is, like, you can't bend this arm. You have to bend the arm and then attach the arm. You know what I mean? Bend the shoulder, attach the arm, which works really, really well. I'm thinking about taking out this, though, taking the screw out of here and replacing it with a smaller magnet. So I'm waiting on smaller magnets right now to come in. If Luca's cool with this, like I sent him a video and I was like, well, I'm not happy with, like, cause I feel like I could just. Yeah, see, it's not the stronghold that I thought. Yeah, Julian, I actually did miss out on them, but a really, really awesome friend of mine hooked me up with them. So, really awesome early birthday gift. Super freaking cool. So, anyways, that's where we are with Iron Man right now. We're getting there. I've had it for so long, and I just feel pretty dang awful, honestly, about it. But that happens, man, sometimes, and that's one of the things that, like, I just trying to tell people these days. I'm like, I just don't want to be rushed anymore. And it's not like Luca's been amazing. I'm not gonna lie, man. Dude has been crazy patient with me. So I'm not knocking on him, but it's just like I'm trying to, like, tell people, like, hey, look, I work on my own schedule, like, you know, I gotta take time for me these days, dude. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. Hang on, Julian. I can proudly show them off. All right. Let me see here. We got our boxes. These have obviously, these are chart toppers for me, man. We got the bubbler here, who's awesome. This is Christine's. And this is Swamp. I love Swamp. Swamp is dope. In fact, let's make this right. Sorry, Idol. Boom. Now we're talking. King of the freaking seas. So I've actually got these posed up next to my Aquaman, and they look so good with these tridents. I love these things. I love them so much. I just love them. I can't get through a stream without showing them off, though. Without showing off some plunderlings. You always gotta have plunderlings. I got some. I got a really fun setup right now, right in front of me. One that I keep going back to is this dude. What's his name? There's so many of them. Gobbler. Like, I love that you can get them in, like, these cool running poses. I was out. I don't know if anybody knows where these are from, but these right here, I found these at a toy store, and I'm gonna add, like, thicker handles to them, like right here. And these are so perfect for plunderlings. These are like the perfect little cartoon, like, animated look. And these are going to be really, really cool. Like I said, I'm probably going to I was either thinking about, there's a really cool thing that you can do, is you can take masking tape and, man, if I had some in here, I'd do it right now. I really need to be set up for these things. I'll do a tutorial on it. you can set your masking tape down in strips, like on the table and or wherever cutting board you have, and you can cut strips with a razor blade, right, or an X-Acto knife, and then you wrap them up like this. You just keep wrapping. You wrap them like this. You can put it on fists, hands, boots, whatever you want, and then you put super glue on them. And what that does is it literally makes a cast. It forms a cast. So with figures, it's really, really cool because I did it. I actually have one figure that I did it on, and keep in mind. Let's see if I can find him. Crap! I might have taken him out. Oh, dang it! I think I might have brought him in another room. Hang on. Dang it! I've got an old Moon Knight that I did this to. Well, he's not in here. I have to show it to you guys some other time. Yeah, I wrapped his hands up, and you can just put super glue over it, let it dry, and it forms a pretty awesome cast. The first Spawn Figs board. Really? Oh, cool. That's where those are from? That's awesome. They're so cartoony. I can't believe those came from a Spawn. That's awesome. Well, that is pretty dang cool. Well, right on, guys. I think I'm going to call it an actual night tonight. We got some mods done. We got a full repair done. I got to do a little review, and I got to show off my babies here. They're so great. Look at them looking at you. So cool. Setup, which not bad. I think this camera's looking pretty good. This is my new MacBook, so I'm liking it. I'm liking it a lot. But I'm gonna call it a night. I'm been in a cleaning mood here lately, so I'm gonna get some stuff organized around my room, and I don't think you guys want to sit here and watch me do that. So as always, I want you guys to be safe. I want you guys to take care, and